Evening VC, Dave here. Got a few records that came in recently, and then went out today on a dig in a few places to celebrate. So we're gonna get into it. I gotta tell you, man, the VC has been selling records like crazy lately, and it's gonna be my demise. Y'all need to slow down. I mean, Alex is now posting stuff on Plastic Oddments on Instagram. Dave Belson is posting under Wantlist Records on Instagram. Lucas Liska reaches out to me on Instagram when he's getting ready to sell stuff. Whew. And on and on and on and on. Relax. All right, get into it. Sunron is Orchestra featuring John Gilmore, Jazz and Silhouette. ABC Impulse, 1973. This was originally from 1958. Gatefold. Great cover. And this is a great entry point into Sun Ra. If you want to dip your toes. Early Sun Ra, so large ensemble, recorded in Chicago at Al Saturn Studios. John Gilmore is just the man on the saxophone, and this is that early swinging bop, large ensemble, great stuff. And I had a later reissue that I got a repo that's crap, so this is with a different cover, so this is a great upgrade. So been like 3 different covers, cover art on that. More Sun Ra, Atlantis on ABC Impulse. Wonderful artwork on the cover. Not the original artwork, but this is amazing. And this is a rare one, a white label promo. Don't see these every day. Minty copy. As far as the record's concerned, cover's seen a little bit better days, but promos usually belong to radio stations, so they get used. Great inner photo, and a great record, and a more early Sun Ra. And we're just gonna keep on going with these. Sun Ra, The Magic City. Love this cover, and I've already got a newer reissue of this with the original artwork, but I definitely wanted to have this with this artwork, and the inner is one of the best. The photographs are just unreal of Sun Ra there. That one on the left is just perfection, and then June Tyson down there, I believe. Originally recorded in 1960, Sun Ra starting to go out, and great record. The Magic City. John Gilmore and all hands on deck. Marshall Allen, Danny Davis. Beautiful. Next up, went to the Lunchbox today specifically to get this record. Modern Harmonic has put out Sun Ra as Outer Space Orchestra, a fireside chat with Lucifer. Changed the cover up just a little bit. Looks great. Has a nice little kind of obi. Nuclear War, of course, opens this, and is one of Sun Ra's most famous tracks. And then the B-side is a side-long piece, a fireside chat with Lucifer. This is fantastic stuff, and a very, very welcome reissue. Originals. Was talking with Andrew from Tales from the Crate today. He's a big Sun Ra guy and has some serious Sun Ra in his collection, and he's very excited to get that in. It's hasn't arrived yet for him, but yeah. OGs I've seen for 600 and up. He says the last couple he's seen have gone for over $1,000. They don't pop up very much though. That record is a tough one. I think I've really only seen one in the UK, and it was not in good shape, and it was still, I think they wanted $900 for it. And to be honest, I mean, these Modern Harmonic does a great job on these pressings, and El Saturns are notorious for issues with the pressings, because I mean, it was DIY stuff, you know, the stuff, especially the stuff coming out of Philly, after, you know, when they were doing it there. But yeah, man, a lot of Sun Ra, always welcome in this house. Next up, and I picked up one more record at Lunchbox I'll show here in a minute, but you know, skip over to this one that came in from Lucas Liska, who I was just talking about. I think he got an original, so passed on this reissue to me. He's a professional trumpet player, works at People's Records in Detroit. He is the man. And everybody here has been lately talking about audiophile pressings. A lot of focus has been on those, especially with the jazz. And this is on 180 gram virgin vinyl, mastered from original analog tapes. And this was a connoisseur series that Blue Note issued in the mid-90s. And this is Wayne Shorter, Schizophrenia. Perfect pressing. These are not cheap anymore. Happy to get this from Lucas. Curtis Fuller on trombone, James Spaulding on alto sax and flute, Herbie Hancock piano, Ron Carter bass, Joe Chambers drums. James Spaulding, underrated player. I talked about that in my last Blue Note video that I ended up taking down. I did it out of order. But yeah, because he didn't have anything as a leader, he kind of gets overlooked. But he's an amazing player. He's on a lot more records than you think he is. And yeah, so. Later Wayne Shorter, I was missing that one, so happy to get that in the collection. I still need, I think, Supernova. I think that's the name of that one. The other record I got a Lunchbox today is a long-awaited record. Knew it was going to be coming out this year at some point. Was worried it might even get delayed longer, but I think waiting on, you know, pressing plants are backed up, and they were already backed up big time before COVID. So I don't, you know, and they've been pumping them out. I mean, this year has had a ton of new releases. Way more than I expected. I've picked up way more than I expected. Way more than last year. Started working on my year-long list because it's long. You know, you got to rank them, and it's gonna be hard to rank a number one this year. And this is gonna be one that's up there. The New Morn is up there for me. There's a few others. The Blameful Isles was in the lead. But Hum Inlet, double LP. Champaign, Illinois' finest. Matt Talbot is a genius. He's a recording engineer now. He is the recording engineer for Hope's Fall here in Charlotte, who are friends of mine. And yeah, Hum played here not too long ago. Well, I guess maybe it's been 4 or 5 years now. Jesus. When they reformed, and they played at Neighborhood Theater, I was right up front. It was great. I've got some footage up here on my YouTube channel, I think. As a matter of fact, I know I do. So if you go way back, you'll see that show on my channel. Great heavy stuff. Real beautiful melodic heavy shit. And this is a killer record, and long awaited. And I love the cover art. Great photo from Arches National Park in Utah. I've been there. I've stood right under one of these that, you know, if you took a step, you'd fall a million feet out into this valley. It's crazy. It's endless. It's beautiful. There were rock climbers there. It was cool. It was really cool. I toured a bunch of national parks out west once when my brother was going to college at Mesa State in Colorado. So that brings back good memories. Very stoked with that. And then tonight they actually had an event at Tip Top. And I was wondering how they were going to go about it. And it was, you know, everybody's got to have mask. You got to social distance. They were going to have just someone spinning on the turntable in there, nothing crazy. when I got there, there's probably 6, 7 people in the whole place. Not a whole lot, but there's a good amount of people out in the outside, you know, in the back patio area. But they were supporting local band, Patio's Counselors, which is my friend Bo White's band. He's the lead singer. And I hadn't seen Bo in a long time, and because I usually see him at gigs. He's always at shows, supporting other bands. And even though he's in his own bands, and he's in like 374, no wait, he's in 370, carry the 3 bands, 373 bands. This is the one he sings for. He's multi-talented. He plays a lot of instruments, keyboards. He plays the stand-up bass. He plays all kinds of stuff, but guitar. Patio's Counselor's new record, The Optimal Seat. And I've seen them a few years ago at Snug Harbor, and the bass player just killed it. And Bo was rocking out, and I didn't know he could do that on vocal, so very stoked with picking this up. I haven't heard it yet. They had a couple synthesizers in here with a couple guitars, bass, drums. So be interesting. They might have changed their sound. I know the bass player's different, so we'll see. That's give me some pretty good rock. Very stoked to support the local scene here, and I was happy to see some people out there doing the same. And Luke at Tip Top has upped his game. So that place the world section is off the charts now. And this was sitting in there, Fela's London scene, originally on EMI. This is the Knitting Factory 2014 reissue. Knitting Factory did a phenomenal job with these. These pressings remind me of the can reissues on Spoon that were done perfectly. Yeah, this is early Fela, 1972. Some of my favorite Fela, and I've been looking for this one for a long time, so happy to pick this up. Comes with a download card and everything. Fela Kuti in the Africa 70. Recorded at EMI's Abbey Road, London studio. So this is a big one. This is one of the ones that really got Fela on the map. And then the 7-inch section at Tip Top never disappoints. Luke keeps a lot of good shit in there. And Helmet Biscuits for Smut, 1994 original UK 7-inch on Interscope Records. I am a Helmet freak. Helmet's the reason I learned to play guitar. I'm from New York. The New York hardcore scene is one of my favorite scenes of all time. This is awesome. I've got the CD. Never run across this before at all. So B-side, Milk Toast. One of my favorite Helmet tracks ever. I think I've got a video of that up here too when I filmed Helmet here in Charlotte. So that's on my channel somewhere, I would assume. If not, I need to put it up. I think it's on there. And that's on the Crow soundtrack, which is a big deal right now. The Crow soundtrack got put out on Record Store Day a while back, and now got a reissue of that out. But it was first time on vinyl for Record Store Day. The CD had been out forever from when the movie was out. But here's the real article sitting in there, and he sold out of the Crow soundtrack. I'm surprised no one picked this up. So everybody that rolled through there, I mean, you could have had, whatever. That's everything.